Hey, how's it going, Rasmanites? Well, I want to make one thing clear first before we start this episode. I'd always intended to do this way. A lot of you were asking me, where's your Reds postseason coverage? And now you're not doing one until the series is over. Well, I'd always planned on doing it that way. I'd always planned on doing it series by series. But I didn't figure that I would have to give it this title this quickly. So, with the best way that we can, we're going to talk about the Reds postseason in the National League Division Series today on the Razman's Reality. Alright, so the Reds, unfortunately, last evening were swept out of the playoffs by the Philadelphia Phillies, and there were good things to take away along with the bad things, so let's talk about that. Really, the Reds should have won Game 2, and I don't think that Phillies fans would dispute that. They jumped ahead 4-0. They were in complete control of that game. They knocked Roy Oswalt out of the game after 5 innings. This was Game 2, by the way. They knocked Roy Oswalt out of the game after 5 innings. And they were just looking like they were on cruise control. But then their strength that they had all year, one of their strengths along with their offense, was, of course, their bullpen, and their bullpen lost them that game. So they lost Game 2 7-4. And then last night, they just couldn't get out of the box against Cole Hamels. Cole Hamels was dominant. It was one of the best performances I've seen in the postseason ever. And it would have been the performance of this postseason by far, had it, of course, not been for Game 1, which we're saving for last for a reason, and most of you probably know what it is already. But as far as Game 3, along with a brilliant pitching performance by Cole Hamels, the Reds were victimized by another strength of theirs not becoming a strength in the playoffs, and that was defense. They made a lot of bad defensive plays, and it cost them the game. And last but most certainly not least, I saved it for last out of respect, because even though it did happen against us, and I'm a Reds fan until the day I die, you have to give history respect. And Roy Halladay made history pitching only the second no-hitter in the history of the Major League Baseball playoffs. The first, of course, which came in 1956, Don Larson's perfect game for the New York Yankees. So, I don't know how to talk about this one, because the baseball purist in me was absolutely thrilled to be a witness to history. But all game long, I just kept getting angrier and angrier and angrier at what I was seeing. And what I saw was the number one offense in the National League. The Reds were number one offensively in every major category this year. And they just looked like Pee Wee, Little League baseball players. They looked like they had never gotten beyond the Little League level. They were just schooled in every way imaginable. And unfortunately, as much as they tried to, especially in Game 2, as we've already mentioned, they did the best they could to put that no-hitter behind them that plays with you psychologically, and they were just never able to recover. The offense was anemic all series long. So congratulations to the Phillies. I'm not going to be like some Philly fans, and I stress some because I'm not talking to you, Shadow Echo 5, because I know you're a loyal subscriber and you had some nice comments to me already about the series as a Philly fan. So I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about some Philly fans in general. They're not the nicest people. They take fandom to another level. They pretty much tortured Reds fans after the no-hitter in Game 1. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give respect where respect is due. There's a reason that the Phillies are two-time defending National League champions. The reason that they won a World Series 2 years ago in 2008. Because they're a very good team and they know how to win when they get to this point. So respect where respect is due. Congratulations to the Phillies for moving to the next level. And the positive aspect that we Reds fans can take away from the National League Division Series is just the fact that we did win a division and we did get a playoff appearance when we really weren't supposed to be there. That was something that I didn't want to say because I didn't want to jinx my team. But the Reds really overachieved. I did use the word overachieved in the congratulations video episode, but I didn't really expand on it. And what I meant by it was the Reds are a team built for the future. And they have the foundation laid with all these great young hitters and in particular pitchers all the way through from their starting rotation to their bullpen. They are set for a winner's mentality for the next 5, 6, 7, hopefully 10 years. They are set to do things long term. And winning the Central this year was just an overachievement because all of the young elements of the team came together far more this year than anyone expected. People would expected the Reds to have a great young mesh that would compete but probably come in second or third in the Central and build toward next year. So now they get to build toward next year, but they get to do it in a way, in a manner that they didn't expect to be able to do. And as such, they have a lot of confidence going into next year. And so that's what I'm here as a Reds fan telling myself, telling all of you, and telling my team. If by some miracle they're watching this episode, and that is just remember that you made the playoffs. Remember that you were champions of your division, and you got that honor so that we can take all that positive momentum, put this NLDS behind us, and move forward in 2011. So congratulations to the Reds for everything they did, and we'll look forward to next year. And once again, credit where credit is due. Congratulations to the Phillies for moving to the next level. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.